May your morning be colorful, joyful, and blessed. So this is Mrs. Rose V. Parane from Payapa National High School, and for this video, we are going to discuss volcano. So look at the scenic spot at my back. Are you familiar with this spot? This is the breathtaking scenery of Taal Lake on the Philippine island of Luzon, making it one of the country's most popular tourist destinations. The Philippines is known for its diverse natural resources and sceneries like mountains and volcanoes. Having this in the country is not surprising because Philippines is situated or part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is characterized by frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Before we proceed to our discussion proper, let us assess your prior knowledge. Are you ready? So we're going to play fact or bluff. You're going to answer fact if the statement is correct and bluff if the statement is incorrect. Let us start. Number 1. Crust is the innermost layer of the earth. If your answer is bluff, then you've got it right. Number 2. The mantle is the part of the earth between the core and the outer crust. If your answer is fact, then you got it right. Number 3. The atmosphere is the plastic layer within Earth's mantle. If your answer is fact, then you've got it right. Number 4. The lithosphere is the flat layer of Earth made up of the crust. Right! That is a fact. Number 5. The core is the center and hottest layer of the Earth. Amazing! That is a fact. Congratulations! To begin with, let us accomplish learning task number 1, entitled Volcano Concept Map. For the direction of this learning task, you are going to create a concept map about what you know about volcano, its description, and its physical feature. Let us now talk about volcano. A volcano is usually a cone-shaped mountain or hill that opens downward to a pool of molten rock below the surface of the Earth. Volcano is a vent or chimney that connects molten rock from within the Earth's crust to the Earth's surface. The volcano includes the surrounding cone of eruptive material. When pressure builds up, eruptions happen. Gases and rock shoot up through the opening and spill over or fill the air with lava fragments. Some volcanoes even exist underwater, along the ocean floor or seabed. Do you wonder, how do volcanoes form? Volcanoes form when magma reaches the Earth's surface, causing eruption of lava and ash. They happen at destructive and constructive plate boundaries. Pressure builds up inside the Earth. When this pressure is released, for example, as a result of plate movement, magma explodes to the surface, causing a volcanic eruption. The lava from the eruption cools to form new crust. Over time, after several eruptions, the rock builds up and a volcano forms. When magma reaches the Earth's surface, it is called lava. When the lava cools, it forms rock. Volcanic eruption can happen at destructive and constructive boundaries, but not at conservative boundaries. In order to be considered active, a volcano must have erupted within the last few thousand years. On the Earth today, there are around 560 active volcanoes. Each week, 15 to 20 of these volcanoes will erupt. Each year, 2 or 3 volcanoes erupt that were previously thought of dead. Volcanoes create an almost infinite variety of landforms. The main landforms are 4 types. The first is the lava flows, second is the volcanic peaks, the third is the caldera, and fourth is volcanic necks. Lava flows get their name from the manner in which the hot molten lava flows outward parallel to the surface of the Earth. The result is a large flat lava covered plains. As additional lava flows escape from the volcano, they create layers of lava rock left behind from the many different flows. And for our learning task number 2, we are going to sing a song. You will listen and familiarize yourself with the lyrics of the song entitled Eruption by Mr. Parr, and you are going to identify the 3 basic types of volcano. Are you ready? Let's begin!
molten magma to the top. Volcanoes, volcanoes, volcanoes.
Let us check your answer. If your answer is composite volcano, cinder cone volcano, and shield volcano, you've got it right! So we are going to discuss the types of volcano. There are many types, but we are going to discuss the 3 basic types, which are composite volcano, cinder cone volcano, and shield volcano. Composite volcanoes are also called as stratovolcano. They are some of the most dangerous volcanoes on the planet. Sometimes the composite volcano and other violent volcanoes can erupt so violently that they sometimes collapse it on themselves or actually blow themselves up to produce calderas. The most majestic of the volcanoes are composite volcanoes, and known for their tallness, symmetrically shaped with steep sides and sometimes rising from 10,000 feet high. We have 2 main Example here in the Philippines, the Mount Pinatubo and Mount Mayon. Mount Pinatubo is located in the province of Zambales and erupted last June 1991 after almost 600 years of being dormant. It was considered to be the second largest volcanic eruption of the 20th century. Mount Pinatubo is located about 55 miles or 90 kilometers northwest of Manila and rose to a height of about 4,800 feet or 1,460 meters prior to its eruption. After 2 months of emission and small explosions, a series of major explosions began on June 12. This explosion reached a peak of on June 14 to 16, producing a column of ash smoke and more than 28 miles high. The resulting heavy ashfall left about 100,000 people homeless by that time. So let's proceed with the Mayon volcano. It is found in the province of Albay. It is an active volcano and is considered to be the world's most perfectly formed volcano for its symmetry. February 1 of 1814 is Mount Mayon's most destructive explosion. The town of Cagsawa was buried. About 2,200 residents of Albay perished in the said eruption. And its recent eruption was last January 2008. The volcano with its surrounding landscape was declared a national park on July 20, 1938, and that was the first in the nation. It was reclassified as a natural park and renamed the Mayon Volcano Natural Park in 2020. So here, let's take a look of the Mayon Volcano before 1814 eruption, and this is how it looks on our present day. Next, we have Cinder Cone Volcano. Cinder Cone Volcano is the simplest and common type of volcano. It has a flat top with a wide circular crater. One of the examples of cinder cone volcano is the Mount Paricutin that can be found in Mexico. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and the youngest volcano to form in the northern hemisphere. This cinder cone volcano started to grow in cornfield on February of 1943. In just a matter of several days, this small volcano rose up to 50 meters in height, and eruption has affected 7,000 people. So let's proceed with shield volcanoes. They are named for their shape. The flattened dome has gentle slope that resemble the shape of a curved shield. So that is shield volcanoes. The example of shield volcano can be found in Hawaii, which is called the Mauna Loa. It is the world's largest active volcano. Its name means long mountain in Hawaiian. Mauna Loa's most recent eruption happened from March 24 to April 15 of 1984. That was too long. And this is how it explodes. So let us now proceed with our learning task number 3. You are going to match the types of volcano according to its physical feature. I'll be giving you 15 seconds to answer. Are you ready? Let's start! Time's up! Let us check your answer. For number 1, which one is shield volcano? If your answer is letter C, you've got it right. Shield volcanoes are tall and broad with flat, rounded shapes. They have low slopes and almost always have large crater at their summit. Number 2. If your answer is letter A, you're correct. Cinder cone volcanoes are simple volcanoes which have a ball-shaped crater at the summit and with steep sides. They only grow to about 1,000 feet and the size of a hill. Number 3. If your answer is letter B, you did an amazing job. Composite volcano are the most majestic of the volcanoes and also known for their tallness, symmetrically shaped with steep sides, sometimes rising 10,000 feet high. They are built of alternating layers of lava flow, volcanic ash, and cinders. If you got a perfect score, congratulations! Good job! For our learning task number 4, we are going to have our DIY paper mache erupting volcano. How to do it? You're going to create it yourself. You can ask the help of your siblings and your parents, and you can make a do-it-yourself paper mache erupting volcano following the step-by-step procedure by the model teacher. So we are going to use cardboard, white paper, newspaper, masking tape, plastic bottle, glue, or paste. For step number 1, we are going to make our base. For the bottle or cup by crumpling a mound of newspaper into the approximate size. Tape it down on the center of the cardboard and using a masking tape, secure the bottle or cup upright in the center of the mound you just created. Step number 2. Start to build the form of the volcano by wrapping crumpled newspaper around the sides of the bottle or cup, making it as wide as you want at the bottom, and mold and shape it into a cone so the volcano is narrower at the top of your bottle or cup than it is at the base. So, step number 3, wrap volcano in masking tape. So, wrap the newspaper in masking tape so the outside is smooth from the masking tape. This also secures the newspaper to the base. Our tip for this is don't cover the opening of the bottle or cup at the top of the form with masking tape because you're going to need it to be open for the eruption. Then, for the exterior of the volcano, you're going to tear more newspapers into strips or 1 or 2 inches wide. Saturate one strip of the newspaper by dipping it into the paste, or you can also hold a strip of the paper in your hand and brush the paste on the paper using the other hand and a paintbrush. Stick the newspaper strip over the volcano by using your finger to manage and smooth each strip onto the form. Repeat this process until the form and base are covered with the newspaper strips. The strips should overlap and run in different directions. Then, let it dry, and now we can paint it. When the newspaper and glue are completely dry, then it's time to paint the volcano with as much detail, texture, and color as you'd like. Use brown or gray for the rocks, green for vegetation, and red streaks to simulate the lava that will flow from the top. Add little trees or dinosaur or any animals at the bottom of the volcano to replicate a prehistoric scene. By the way, you can use any coloring materials that is available at your home. You can also use clay if you want. And you can also use color pastel if you don't have paint or acrylic paint. Be more creative. Use your wild imagination and put all your ideas into action. As you can see, you can use any dark color on the top, and you can use any design. You can also use sand if you want. For as long as the materials that you're going to use is available at home. You don't need to buy. You just have to recycle all the things that can be used for this project or experiment. When you're done with your do-it-yourself paper mache erupting volcano, you can take a picture of it and post it on social media. You can post it on Facebook, and don't forget to tag me so that I can easily see your posted output. You can add a little more dark color for its dramatic view. And we're almost done. Look at that. That was so colorful. We'll be using this do-it-yourself paper mache erupting volcano on our next lesson for the types of eruption. Let us check your understanding. And to summarize this lesson or topic, let's wrap up. You are going to complete the crossword puzzle using the given clues. I'll be giving you 5 seconds to answer. Then, let's check it right away. Are you ready? Let's start. Number 1. It is an opening or vent where lava, tephra or the small rocks, and the steam erupts on the Earth's surface. If your answer is volcano, you're amazing! Correct! Number 2. It is a steep conical hill of loose pyroclastic fragments such as volcanic clinkers, volcanic ash, or cinder that has been built around a volcanic vent. If your answer is cinder cone, fantastic! Correct! You got it right. Number 3. It is extremely hot liquid and semi-liquid rock located under Earth's surface. If your answer is magma, You're a superstar! Correct! Next, number 4. It is also known as a stratovolcano, and it is a conical volcano built up by many layers of hardened lava and tephra. If your answer is composite, bravo! Great job! You're correct! And the last but not the least, number 5. The structure of this type of volcano are large dome-shaped mountains built on lava flow. If your answer is shield, hooray! Great job! You've got it right! Congratulations, everyone! And now we are going to proceed to our valuing. Several disadvantages of volcanoes are seen due to its hazard when it erupts. It can cause damage to properties, injuries, and worst, death. On the other hand, volcano serves as a tourist destination because some tourists find it fascinating to see the shape of a volcano, and some of them find its eruption is once in a lifetime scenario that needs to be captured. And I want you to reflect on this. Write your answer on your notebook. First, as a student, how can you help in promoting volcanoes as a vital part of the Philippine tourism? Number 2, what can you do to help in preserving and protecting the volcanoes here in the Philippines? And the last but not the least, number 3, if you are given a chance to be a tourist guide on one of the volcanoes here in the Philippines, how will you be able to describe it in the tourist? You're going to cite the volcano of your choice.